welcome here tonight to the PCUP Round 5, live from the Silverstone National Circuit. I am James Parfitt and I'm going to be guiding you through all the action this evening. Hope you are all well and having a fabulous time. What have we got lined up for you tonight? Well, guys, we've got 2 races, a 12-minute sprint and a 30-minute feature with a top 8 inverted. So there you go. So we're here tonight at Silverstone National. 2 weeks' time, 8th of September, guys. We're at the season finale at Brands Hatch. So welcome in if you are here. El Neil, no need to pay attention to me during the second race. Shh. We didn't see nothing, El. We didn't see nothing. So there we go, guys, as we are in to qualifying currently at the moment. We've got about 5 and a bit minutes remaining. And currently we've got Gordon Ramsay on pole as well. So there you go, Gordon Ramsay doing the business tonight currently as it stands. So why these are currently all going around doing qualifying, as we can see, Richard Jepp has just taken pole. We will have a look at the overall standings for each class. So this is currently gold as it stands as at the moment. Christian Zarata is in first, Chris Wally in second, James Parker third, Austin Gretorix fourth, Mikey Pollard is there in 5th place, Richard Simnar 6th, Richard Jepp in 7th, Stuart Bickley 8th, El Neil 9th, Neil Bamber 10th, Andrew Jones in 11th, John Williams in 12th, Alistair Kirk in 13th, Paul Busby in 14th, Ryan G. Williams 15th, and Ryan G. Walker down in 16th place. So in silver class currently we've got Sam Congreve on first place, Gordon Ramsay on second, Joe Newman third, Patrick Fulker fourth, Jack Ward in 5th, Ashley Coverdale 6th, Steve Hughes 7th, Dave Noonan 8th, Chris Edisford is there in 9th place, Lewis Willicke in 10th, Adam Holloway in 11th, Nathan Scott in 12th, Baz Meacham 13th, Callum Roby 14th, Thomas Barsack in 15th, Joseph McManus in 16th, and Jacob Robotham there in 17th place. So that is the current standings as of tonight, guys. As always, we will bring you the standings at the beginning of each race as we normally do, so you will see the results after this one up after that. So we've got Christian Zarata currently in first place. He is currently riding around in a 54.73. So Christian Zarata on a 54.73. Richard Jepp has got green across the board currently and is green overall and goes in the second place. 0.001 of a second slower than Christian Zarata, guys. So there we go. 3 minutes remaining. Richard Jepp has just gone in to the pits. Patrick Faulkner is another man who is also flying as well. And Austin Gretorix currently down in 7th place. Gordon Ramsay, 2 greens as he heads round Woodcote here as well. What could Gordon Ramsay do with 2:46 remaining on the clock? He goes up into 5th place. Gordon there into 5th place, leading the silvers. And as you can see, we got silver and gold class overall, guys, as well. So silver and gold. So if they're gold on the tower. If they're silver on the tower. So there we go. On the left-hand side of your screen. So there is Richard Simnar. Currently not looking comfortable. He's currently down in 12th place as he goes around down through Cops on that run down into Maggots and stops again. Not a happy young sir is Richard Simnar by the looks of it. He's currently in 12th place. So a bit of a shame for him. Here is El Neil. He is currently in 7th. Going up the long run up into Wellington Straight before he goes into Brooklands here at the National Circuit, guys, of Silverstone tonight. So there we go. We are on the short, sharp National Circuit here tonight. It's not the Grand Prix. It's not the International. It is the National. Very short, sharp track, as you can see here from the race info on the bottom of your screen. It is literally 2.6 kilometers. That's it. Not very long at all. So we're going to be in for some fast times. 54.61. James Parker just goes into pole. Christian Zarata in second. Steve Hughes. The time's coming in thick and fast. You can see Steve Hughes currently there as well. all of these guys. Gordon Ramsay is improving again. He's got 2 greens overall. A minute remaining on the clock of quali as he goes across the line. What does Gordon Ramsay do on his time? 54.75. Stays in 5th place. Gordon has got quicker as the season's gone on. It's absolutely incredible to see. Now, one man I'm going to be interested to see in this one as well will be this young sir, Austin Gretorix, currently in 6th place. Keep an eye out, guys. I tell you why, because at the end, he's gone about making it on his business. Doesn't want to keep making mistakes. He's been making mistakes as the season's gone on and on and on and on. Talked to him at the end of last season. Turned around and said, I don't want to keep making mistakes. And unfortunately, his season has not gone to plan so far. But he is in for an upturn. I can feel it now. It's like the 200-to-1 outsider out of the Grand National. And that's not normally where you would put Austin Gretorix. But trust me, if you're going to put some money on anyone coming through this race, it will be him. Qualifying is coming to an end, guys. Currently, there you go. That is qualifying done and dusted. And we can bring you up the grid for race 1. So we've got James Parker in 1st place, Christian Zarata in 2nd, Richard Jepp in 3rd, Chris Wally in 4th, Gordon Ramsay in 5th there, Austin Gretorix in 6th, El Neil 7th, Stuart Bickley 8th, Sam Coggrave 9th, Jack Ward 10th, Joe Newman 11th, Stephen Hughes 12th, Richard Simnell 13th, Andy Jones 14th, Patrick Falconer 15th, Thomas Barsack 16th, Tom Weston 17th, Ashley Coverdale 18th, Dave Noonan 19th, Danny Weston 20th, and Lewis Willicke down in 21st place. Are we ready for green? Are you ready for some epic PCUP action? Well, tonight you are going to not want to miss it. I'm due some good luck. Yes, sir, you are. That is what I'm calling out for you, young sir. I'm hoping you are due some good luck. As we go into Heat 1, 12-minute flat-out sprint. Stay tuned. Keep it aware because you're not going to want to miss this. Absolutely, it's going to be an epic race this evening. I can feel it here tonight as we wait for El Neil, Dave Noonan and Lewis Willicke to appear on track. And then we're going to be green, green, green for race 1. We've got about 30 seconds they've got left to get on to track this evening. Hope you're all well. Hope everything is loud and clear. Hope you're all happy and having this fabulous day. I've come back from a lovely week's break on holiday. Don't get very many holidays, but taking a holiday. And yeah, off we went into Devon for a week. So there we go. El Neil, Lewis Willicke. Lewis now, just waiting for Lewis. It's not got long remaining for about 3 seconds remaining on the clock. There is James Parker. There is Christian Zarata. And here are going to be race 1 underway very, very shortly. As we wait anxiously. Rev the engines. I like to keep them waiting. Yes, you certainly did. We are off and away here tonight for the first round of 5. Oh, there's action at the back. And there was a big old incident involving Dave Noonan, Stuart Bickley there as well. Poor old Stuart Bickley did not look like he had an amazing start. And the same with Tom Weston there from Team Zilla. Did not look like he got away good on that start as well. So there we go. As we keep an eye now on these guys as they're going around up front. Here's Christian Zarata with James Parker as they come into Brooklands for the first time this evening. James Parker there up beside Richard Jepp from DCW as he goes around the outside. He's going to push James Parker, manages to get hold of him. Austin Gretorix up into 4th place currently. I said he was my dark outsider this evening, and I can see it right now as he's going up into 4th. And let's have a look here tonight as we can bring you up all the gainers currently. As you can see them there, up 1 Zarata, 3 Greatorex, my man. Down Jep and Wally, up Neil and Coggrave. As we go racing down with 10 minutes remaining here from Heat 1. As these guys now, Richard Jep currently in 4th place. All the action up front, Christian Zarata, James Parker, Austin Greatorex, Richard Jep. As we see Chris Wally here trying to come up the inside. Gordon Ramsay blinking a bit there. Is he going to get past Richard Jep? Oh, he does. Chris Wally is through. Chris Wally is through. Jep's looking at hanging it round tight as he can up to his bumper. As we head around Luffield and down into Woodcote for the second time here tonight for the PCUP round 5. Absolutely extraordinary there. Mid-pack battle. Here is Joe Newman, Gordon Ramsay, Sam Coggrave. These guys are all currently in the silver class mix. So poor old Gordon Ramsay is a Simam Racing sandwich. Oh, bye-bye, Gordon Ramsay. Track goes right there, young sir. And unfortunately for the Scotsman, just as we was picking him up, drops down the order there as well. So that leaves Joe Newman. Now the question will be, how hard is Joe going to defend from Richard Simnar? I think that's going to be the thing. Richard's obviously a different class. This isn't Joe's fight. So there we go. Cannot hear car sounds. Ooh. Okay, well, there you go. I whacked them all the way up, and I hope that's helping you, Bentleys. Let me know. As we can see here, 9 minutes on the clock. Joe Newman being chased down by Richard Simnar. Danny Weston from Team Zilla Racing, new in tonight. Doesn't look like he's had a good start, unfortunately for him as well, and is currently down the order in 19th place. So I have to see what he can do from there. Steve Hughes, Richard Simnar in the middle here. Tracing down Simnar itself. Lots of little pockets of battles. Look at that up front. Christian Zarata, James Parker and Austin Greatorex here with Chris Wally in the mix as well. So there is Chris Wally. Car number 14. Keep an eye out. He's towed up right behind. Nope. Still no game sound. Okay, bear with. Let me know if that one helps you, young sir. Tell me if you can hear it now. I've tried it a different way here this evening. Why we've live sorted out technical issues at the same time. We've got Wally and Greatorex. As these guys are down at the bottom end of the track, down at Maggots, running off around Aintree down the Wellington Straight we go. It is quite loud. There we go. That's the one. Okay. Tried and tested before we started and still doesn't show up. Gotta love it. All right. Chris Wally, Austin Greatorex, Christian Zarata, and James Parker here having this absolute epic four-way. There is El Nil. There is Richard Jep. There's Sam Coggrave in the back there as well, chasing down El Nil. What can El Nil do currently here tonight in 6th place? I haven't seen this. Most of you all know where we're at with it. I haven't seen it. So everything is for the first time this evening for me. So there we go. Patrick Faulkner having his battle with Thomas Barsak as these guys go racing down now. Into Cops they go. Oh, we've seen this in Formula 1 and one of them ended up in a barrier and it was not good. But Paddy Faulkner makes it through. There's he's in this four-way battle with Stuart Bickley, who did not get the greatest of starts. I'm not going to lie. Kind of ended up in the barrier there as well. But that is Ashley Coverdale. Just gone off there as well. That behind him is car number 484. So that is Jack Ward, who is currently a lap down. So Jack Ward a lap down. Back up front, Parker, Greatorex, side by side, running down now, down into Cops. How is this going to work? Is this going to be Hamilton Verstappen? Are they going to make it through cleanly? Chris Wally's coming through as well. He wants a piece of the action. Greatorex has got the cake. Wally and Parker want a bit. And I'll tell you what, it better be chocolate because otherwise I'm not eating it. As these guys go racing down around Maggots. Wally and Parker, look at this battle. Richard Jep fancies a piece of this as well. Is he going to be making this free wide as these guys go running up into Brooklands? Here now, There's nowhere for Jep to go. Jep cannot get through because there was just nowhere for him to go. Parker and Wally side by side, still as they're coming around Luffield. Oh, Parker's going to leave the door. That's going to allow Jep to come through. The door is open. Oh, didn't capitalize on that one. Parker got a good exit as he's running down now. Here we go down into Cops. These guys are the top four. Zarata, Gretorix, Wally, Parker. James Parker runs wide. That's allowed Jep through. Here comes El Neil. Neil wants a piece of this as well, and he turns around and says, thank you very much, Mr. Parker. If you're going to leave that door open, I'm going to come and burgle that 5th place away. And that is our very own Al Neil up into 5th place there as well. Look at the front. Here we go. The man I called it from the beginning. Austin Gretorix, currently up 4 places this evening. Here we go. This is it. It's Gretorix's to lose. He cannot. 4 minutes 47 on the clock. He's got to make this work. Can Austin Gretorix recover after his start of the season that he's had has not been good. Not been good for Austin Gretorix at all. Doesn't, you know what I mean. So here we go, these 4 in a battle. Wally, Gretorix, Jep and Neil. There is Al Neil as well, slowly dropping back into the hands of James Parker. We do not want that. Simnar locked in the battle with Joe Newman and Steve Hughes. This is not Richard Simnar's territory. We do not see him in that knife battling away, but he had an absolute somewhat not a good quality, let's just put it that way, for Richard Simnar, and he's now in the mix. He's now fighting with Newman. He's now fighting with Codgrave. He's got Hughes behind him, and of course, he's got his very own DCW teammate Andy Jones behind him, so it's going to be an interesting one to see how that one turns out. 3:46 on the clock. 3:46. Gretorix. Wally's coming, and he's coming all right up behind the back of you, young sir, as you go running down from Cops on this run down into turn 2. And then the right-hander of Maggots here as well. These 4 cars, look at this, streaming through. I tell you what, Neil was under pressure from Parker. Can Neil hold Parker? That's going to be the interesting thing to see as well. Is Neil going to defend harder than a Jose Mourinho football team? I'll tell you that one. Park the bus 216, otherwise it ain't going to happen. Parker takes a different line, looking for a bit of a better exit as these guys go running around Luffield and into Woodcote. Can Neil defend? He's got to defend. Come on, Neil, put up a fight. You've got this. Go flying around Cops top 4 as they were. El Neil still defended hard from Parker. Tom Weston has not been doing too well. He's himself been involved in another incident there, unfortunately, for Tom. Danny here as well from Team Zilla. Danny and Tom are, of course, both brothers new in this evening as well. So welcome into you guys. Baptism of fire. Here we go. 2 minutes 13 on the clock. 54-second laps. 55.01 last time out. Look at the train. It's the push-along train. Round Woodcote they go. I'll give you a fun fact very momentarily about Woodcote here tonight at Silverstone. But look behind. Look behind. Neil's under attack. Can El Neil defend from Parker? Is Parker just going to Verstappen Neil and say, I've had enough? I'm sending it on you, son. What is going to happen? 1:36 on the clock. Turn right, Neil. Don't forget to turn right. Oh, look at the front 4. Here we go on a run down into Brooklands. Round Luffield, Gretorix, Zarata, Wally and Jep. 1:05 on the clock now. Round Woodcote they go. across the line. Gonna have one more and then the last lap. I think we got across just in time. Gretorix now has got to be thinking about it. I've got to be making my move. This is running up this long Wellington straight. This is it. This is the one. This is where we see Austin Gretorix just absolutely beam it and send it through. Coming up into Brooklands, this is not going to have another opportunity. Doors wide open. Neil's just been sent from Parker. Can he hold it? Oh, he goes in a little bit deep. Parker's looking at coming around the outside line now. Here he goes. Is he going to run Neil down into Cops? This is going to be the one. Oh, here he goes. It goes across the lines. Arata in first. Gretorix second. Wally third. Jet fourth. Neil fifth. Neil held on. Go El Neil, you absolute bad dude. Parker, Coggrave, Newman, Simnar, Hughes, Jones, Ramsey. And then we go down in to Paddy Faulkner. As it comes across the line, Stuart Bickley and his rather battered DCW didn't really get back at the start. We will have a look back at some of these. Nova Killian, welcome in, thank you very much. I knew where the track goes sometimes. Yeah, you know, don't worry, mate, it happens. Just turn right at the end, that's what you got to remember. Oh dear, so there we go, guys. That brings us up for Heat 1. Let's have a look at the results from Heat 1 this evening. So these guys absolutely amazing. So all right, so there, Christian Zarata is your winner. Austin Gretorix in second, Chris Wally in third, Richard Jett fourth, El Neil fifth, James Parker sixth, Sam Coggreve seventh, Joe Newman eighth. Good to them too, both at the top of the silver table. Richard Simnar in at ninth, Steve Hughes 10th, Andy Jones in 11th, Gordon Ramsay 12th, Patrick Falk in the 13th, Stuart Bickley 14th, Thomas Barsack 15th, Ashley Coverdale 16th, Danny Weston, welcome into PCUPs, down in 17th place, and there, of course, Dave Noonan in the middle of the Western Brothers. Jack Ward down in 20th. And I don't think Lewis Willicke made the start. So there we go. Go into a brief little warm-up now. And then we can bring you up the grid. As you see, Gordon Ramsay there as well coming back in. Christian Zarata just poodling around there as well. So we'll bring you up the top 8 invert for race 2. Nope. Definitely not. Come on, kick in. You've got this. I know you have got this. So I can tell you, once the table settles down because of the file, I can tell you Coggrave is on pole, and next to him is Newman. So there we go, Sam Coggreve. We've got Joe Newman 97, Sam Coggreve, car 9 are currently on pole position. As you can see, guys, it will settle all itself down very shortly as it all flicks around. Be good, this one. Replays get confused about reverse grids. Yeah, tell me about it. This is why I don't generally like doing off. Right, everyone, look away for a minute. We can resume watching on lap 2. Okay, well, instantly we'll view on El Neil. Come on, son. Let's have a look. You ain't getting away with it. Right, El Neil has told us to keep an eye on him here in race 2. Here we go. The engines are revving. There's O'Neill currently in fourth place. As it all flicks around, there we go. We've got Newman, Cotgrave, Parker, and Neil. Here in we go now. Oh, Neil's off already. Neil is off. There goes car number 114 as well. That's Chris Wally. That's O'Neill. There goes Christian Zeraya. And now we can get back to the action of Newman and Cotgrave out in front. Currently Parker in third, Jeppe in fourth, Simnar fifth, Gretorix down in sixth place, Hugh seventh, Falcon at eighth, Ramsey ninth, Bickley in 10th. As we can see the battles behind, there is Mr. Bickley, that is Paddy Faulkner going up beside Stephen Hughes here. The boys from the Silvers with Gordon Ramsay, the flying Scotsman chasing him down again. Stuart Bickley behind him. Poor old Danny Weston from Team Zilla. As around he goes, unfortunately there's his brother Tom. Let's see what they can do here tonight. We've got Dave Noonan, Andy Jones, Jack Ward, Thomas Barsak having their own battle. Oh, as we see Andy Jones just go up the side. Oh, but Thomas Barsak, Dave Noonan, and here comes Tom Weston, is also just passed Jack Ward. As you go over now, that is Stephen Hughes. Steve Hughes there as well has just gone in too deep, locked up on that run down into Maggots. And unfortunately for him, it's just a loss of position. There is O'Neill in the background again, doing circles. O'Neill at the back, currently right the way down in 19th place there after a somewhat precarious start. Did not go well and ended up down the order. Steve Hughes here as well. Lot in a battle. There is a slider down the order there, and that's Richard Jepp. He's been off track. We'll try and have a look back at some of these at the end. As we know with replay files, guys, they do not like going back to have a look. They do somewhat not like it. So Andy Jones here as well. That was Thomas Barsak. Away and a down he goes, and around he goes. So we've got Austin Gretorix picking up here in 5th place. Chasing it after Richard Simnar in 4th. So have a look at the gainers and the losers there tonight, guys, as well. Newman, well, it's not up 10. Currently in 1st place. So maybe we won't look at that, because otherwise that's just going to be looking at people and going, hello? Yeah. Right, so Austin Gretorix here in 2nd, currently in 5th place. Chasing down Richard Simnar here tonight in the 30-minute feature race here at the PCUP. 27 minutes remaining. We've seen a few spinners. Thomas Barsak, who has gone round. O'Neill has been involved in 2 lots tonight there with Chris Wally and Christian Zeraya. Chris Wally is still down in 20th. O'Neill is down in 19th. And Christian Zeraya is fighting his way back up into 16th currently as well. Simnar squeezing out Gretorix. If Gretorix was a sponge, Simnar's just squeezed the living, every single drop out of him there. Would not let him through on that run down into Wellington. Simnar gets the entry wrong though into Brooklands. As they're running around Luffield now. Can this be Gretorix's chance? Can Gretorix make this move? Simnar here sitting currently in 4th. Gretorix going up the inside of Cops. Inside of Cops. Is Simnar going to leave the door? He has. Is he going to run him round the outside now? Here we go as these guys are side by side going round turn 2 and into the right hand or a Maggots. Gretorix, if he can hold it out, is going to have the inside line. Simnar's trying to squeeze him again. Oh, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Simnar's running around the outside. Gretorix still tucked in behind him. Oh, side by side, Gretorix needs that inside line. Simnar's not letting him have it. He's not letting him have it, and Simnar's protected. He's got Patrick Faulkner. He's got Stuart Bickley. Oh, there's contact there. Gretorix and Simnar. Oh, no room left at the end. And that is Richard Simnar. Round he goes. Here tonight, O'Neill's just come in and said drifting practice. Well, maybe. Maybe. Can Gretorix survive now? The guys from DCW, Patrick Faulkner, Stuart Bickley, just seen Simnar go round. Can they attack? It happens. It's racing. So let's see as we go further down. We'll drop through the order. There is Paddy Faulkner. There is Bickley. There is Ramsey. Further down the order, Dave Noonan is now up behind the back of Simnar there as well. There is Tom Weston from Team Zilla trying to get onto the back of Austin Gretorix. Tom's driving around at the moment. He's got about a 1.5 second gap to Christian Zarata in front, and he's got about 7 seconds to his teammate, his brother behind him, who is under attack from El Neil, who we've seen already go round twice here tonight. Is he going to lock up the inside? Oh, there's contact there as well. Danny Weston and El Neil, slight contact there as well. El Neil manages to face the right way and stays on the track going the right direction. So that's absolutely amazing for him. Jack Ward there has just been overtaken by Richard Jepp. Oh, there was a big puff of smoke there. I believe that may have been Mr. Coverdale smoking. This is going forward here. Paddy Faulkner and the DCW. Do you know what? I get really nervous every time I see two DCW cars on track, right? I don't know if anybody's continued to watch the PCUP season with these guys as well. So Andy Jones, Paddy Faulkner, Stuart Bickley, Richard Simnar, Richard Jepp, Mikey Pollard. Do you guys know where these cars drive their real works? As well. And when I see two DCW cars on track, I do get very nervous. These guys have been involved in some incidents, and they have been involved with incidents with their own team, okay? So let's hope Stuart Bickley and Patrick Faulkner don't go the same way. I'm sure they won't. I'm sure they won't. Parker is now out in front. He's clear. He's got past Cotgrave and Newman. The problem with these two is they're both Sim-Am racing. They're both in silver, and they're both near the top of the tower, top of the table, right? And, you know, Cotgrave and Newman are both near top of the table. So the problem with it is not only are they top of the table, but they have got the looming man of Austin Gretorix closing them down, and they've got 22 minutes. Do they sit back and decide, right, we've got to go here, whether Cotgrave or Newman is fastest? One of them's got to say, guys, we need to go because Austin's coming. And he's coming like an absolute banshee. He's down to 1.3. He's there already. And the problem with these is they're holding each other up. And at the minute, they kind of really need to be getting on with it, right? Because at the end of the day, Gretorix is coming. It's down to 1.2. Somebody's got to make a call here from the guys at Sim-Am. I know they're racing, and I know they're both in the same class, but they've got to be, you know, they've got to be careful. And at the moment, for Joe Newman, who's just dropped off the back of Cotgrave. Cotgrave's had an excellent Lovefield, Brooklands and Woodcote, has just now absolutely opened the gap. Now here he comes, the shark. That is Austin Gretorix. For some reason, doesn't like. I'll worry about it after, but here he comes in now. The incoming. Play the Jaws music. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. I don't know if that's Jaws. Is that Jaws? Maybe. But here we go. Now from Austin Gretorix, closing them down, trying to get onto the back of Joe Newman. We'll keep an eye on that one. We'll keep an eye on the clock. Patrick Faulkner, Gordon Ramsay, the Flying Scotsman, under attack. What can the Scotsman do with 20 minutes remaining? There's battles at the back here as well. Chris Wally and Danny Weston, they're down to 0.2, having an absolute barnstorm. Is Danny going to let him through? There you go. Chris Wally has gone and dusted. Simnar, Jepp and Ward. Simnar at the front, Ward in the middle. Zarata battling his way back through, is currently in the 13th place. Bickley has now opened up a little bit of a gap to this man, Patrick Faulkner, with Gordon Ramsay behind him. Joe Newman. Joe, there's only one thing to say. And that's defend, defend, defend. Can you hold off Austin Gretorix? Different. The thing is, it's a different league. They're in a different class of action. So is there any need for them to be holding off? Does Joe really need to get involved? It's not the fact that he really doesn't want to get involved. It's the fact that he's a racer. And Austin's a racer, and he wants to have the third place. He doesn't care. Newman doesn't care that it's Gretorix. Gretorix doesn't care it's Newman. Gretorix just wants to get that third place from Newman. And how he goes about it, well, let's hope it isn't the same way with Simnar. Ooh. Watch the bumps. Watch the bumps. Newman, I feel sorry for your son. Your hands are going to be sweating. Your body's going to be sweating. You're going to need a shower. Because here comes Gretorix now. He's literally got 3 attempts currently at the moment. There are your interval gaps on the right-hand side. Here he comes. Here he comes. Looming, looming. Looming the Austin Gretorix. Parker's out in front. He looks like he's got this one notched up. Ramsey here as well, trying to get up beside Paddy Faulkner. Oh, Newman's pulled out. Newman pulled out and allowed Gretorix through. He just pulled off the racing line and said, there you go. Austin, you're a lucky, lucky man. Because I'll tell you what, there's people on this racetrack that wouldn't have smart racing. Hell, give over. Come on. Racing drivers, he didn't need to be racing him, but the fun of racing with somebody like Austin. Hell, put me in the car. I'll drive it all day. To be fair, Austin probably get past me on lap 1 or 2, but you know, hey, what more can we ask? Don't forget, guys, as well, we have got a follow goal of 500. If you are here this evening and fancy hitting us up with a follow, that'd be absolutely incredible. Thank you very much for that one. Gordon Ramsay, Scotsman, closing down Patrick Faulkner. What can Gordon do? What can Gordon do about it? He's still on the tail end here. Simnar, there's Zorato has just made the move on the inside, and that is Richard Simnar down currently into 12th place. Tom Weston, El Neil. These guys from Team Zilla Racing closing down onto the back end of El Nil. We'll see how that one materializes. We've got literally 16 minutes on the clock. Austin Gretorix is closing down Sam Coggreve here. Currently looking at about 0.5 of a second. Incoming music again. You can feel it, can't you? Andy Jones, Gordon Ramsay. It's a tough one, this, because you've got the same scenario of Coggrave and Gretorix. You know, Ramsey doesn't need to be racing Jones, but he's got to stay in contact with Faulkner up front because, again, you're battling in your classes and you want to keep it in there. But it doesn't need to be racing Andy Jones. But at the moment, Ramsey is on a 54.84. Jones is on a 54.9. So Ramsey's holding his own against a completely different class driver of Andy Jones. So from Andy's point of view, you're going to make it past. You're going to make it past Gretorix and Coggreve now as well. Sure, is Coggreve going to do the same thing though? You know, because obviously, you know, Newman and Coggreve are the team. I'm going to presume they were sat in the same voice chat. You know, is Newman there just going, Sam, let him through. Let him through. There's no need. Sam's there going, no, I want to race. Let's have a look and keep an eye on this one, whether or not Sam moves over and allows Austin through. 15 minutes on the clock, and it's no lie that Austin Gretorix has been shifting here tonight. So, oh, he's closed right up. Cotgreave's on the boat. Austin is there closing him down. He wants a piece. Can Cotgreave hold him? You say about smart, 15 minutes left, no point fighting. Oh, you're sat in second place. Why would you not fight? That's the question. Austin now here as well. O'Neill there as well. Chris Wally still having this battle, but here we go. Gretorix on that run down into turn 2. Going to go a little left, and we're going to go hard on the brakes for Maggots. Right the way round. Down the Wellington we go. He's letting through. Oh no, Gretorix had to work, I believe, for that one. Gretorix up into second place, 1.3 seconds back from your leader. That is better than last. Well, you know, if you're going to take advice from your own information, though, O'Neill, the start wouldn't have quite happened as it did. Oh dear, I'm only joking now. I'm only playing. Andy Jones, the Patrick Faulkner here, the two TCW guys. This is a battle for 6th and 7th. Faulkner in 6th, Jones in 7th, Ramsey in 8th. Let's see how this one goes as it goes through Maggots. Second place, but also P1 Silver and Championship on the line was a tough one for sure. Oh, Sam. Fight, Sam. Fight like your life depended on it. That's probably why I don't do iRacing. That's probably why I don't do racing much, because maybe I'm just a little bit too aggressive for my own world here. As Christian Zurata goes up the inside of Stephen Hughes, that's another place for Zurata after being involved with the O'Neill incident in lap 1, turn 1, where Zurata, Wally and Neil found themselves somewhat to the left-hand side of the track at turn 1 when the track went right. So Richardson now has just passed Steve Hughes as well. So there you go, ladies. So there goes up. Here we go. Faulkner. Oh, no. Faulkner and Jones. Ramsey. There's contact there as well. Jones goes a little bit wide. That's allowed Faulkner to come back through. Oh, my God. Am I going to look at my first free wide of the evening here with Andy Jones, Paddy Faulkner, Gordon Ramsay. This is going to happen. Oh, no. No. Bickley's up the road as well. Car number 96 is Faulkner. 441 Andy Jones. 22 is Mr. Ramsey. What can the Scotsman do? Yeah, it would have been fun. It would have been fun. Giving each other a battle, look. Come on, Sam. I'll keep an eye on you, Sam. Andy Jones now is under attack. It's a shame that that corner is very deceiving, because from my point of view, going around Maggots, it looks like you could tighten it up on that run through. But whether or not the tighter line is the better line, especially in these PCUP cars. Here comes Ramsey now. Up the inside of Andy Jones. And that's Gordon Ramsay taking it to another class, Sam Cotgreave. Gordon Ramsay taking it to another class. Andy Jones gold, Gordon Ramsay silver. And Ramsey moves up into 7th place. Next on his list, Patrick Faulkner. I tell you what though, Joe Newman looks quite comfortable at the moment, but if he's not careful, 10 minutes remaining, typically is coming, but it's not by a massive margin. So, you know, he's got nothing to worry about at the moment, but he's got about a 3.5 second gap currently. So this is going to be an interesting one. Ramsey now, however, is chasing down car number 96, Patrick Faulkner. Ramsey sported his new livery this evening as well, so love a good old Scotsman livery. There we go. What can Ramsey do on his run round Woodcote? Well, apart from disappearing, and that's never good for anyone. Ramsey now, is he going to sweep around the outside of Cops? Here we go. Oh, hold it, lads, hold it. Oh, they're nearly touching. Nearly touching. Too wide. Into Magus we go. Still two. Still two. Ramsey and Faulkner. Ramsey's got his nose ahead though. Faulkner's going to be looking at it, sweeping. Look at Ramsey go. Absolutely flying. Ramsey defending like an absolute banshee now. He got the place, put the car in the right place and said, thank you very much, I'm on my bike. Really hard to get the power down through Magus. Track falls away on the exit. Whoa. Ramsey with a Tokyo Drift slide there as well. 8:45 remaining. A little bit later on down the line, we've got Dave Noonan and Al Neal. Dave, they're my wily old foe from the MX-5 League. Don't worry, I'm going to get him. The track is so much harder than it looks. Do you know what, Tom? I don't doubt it in these cars, mate, because these cars in general are so much harder than they look. Richard Jepp, Christian Zarata right behind him. Zarata's battled his way up into 10th. What will Jepp do? Oh, there's movement up front. Oh, Faulkner there. I thought him and Jones was going to have it coming together. Jepp and Zarata side by side as they go round Luffield. Coming down into Woodcote we go. Oh, Andy Jones is off. Andy Jones is off and he's down now into 13th place. Zarata looking to come in up the inside of Jepp. Is this going to be open up? Is the door going to be there? It's only... Oh. What can Jepp do? Can he defend from Zarata? That's the challenging situation we need at the moment. Here we go. Oh, Zarata's sending out the inside. Can Jepp hold the inside line? He's got the inside line from Luffield. Around on Woodcote. Still as they were, Zarata and Jepp. There is Ramsey's been all over the back by Patrick Faulkner. We'll keep a check up on that one very shortly as well. .6:35 on the clock. Oh, Jepp goes in a little bit deep. Zarata looks like he's got a lot better of an exit. Up the Wellington Straight we go. Zarata's gone. Zarata's gone to the inside line. Jepp's going to have to try and run him around the outside if he wants it. He's going to have to run up the inside line into Luffield. It's going to be there. Oh, Zarata's gone round again. Oh, Christian Zarata battled his way back all the way up into nearly 8th place. And now drops down the order into 13th. Contact again, Richard Jepp. Never, unfortunately, going to work. And Richard Jepp and Jack Ward here having a battle. Haven't seen much of Jack tonight. He's got a little bit of a slide on there from Jack Ward. Austin Gutorix's gap is down to less than a second. Interesting for the championship. It will be. Very much so. We'll have... definitely going to be an interesting one. We'll have a look at the standings at the beginning of the next race, of course, before we finish up. So we'll have to see how it all pans out. Parker's gap is down to less than 7/10. There's another little bit of a battle with Steve Hughes, Jack Ward, Andy Jones recovering, went off track, dropped down the order. Christian Zerato recovering, spun under not own, for, should we say, and has dropped back down the field as well. But Gordon Ramsay, Scotsman, up into 6th place currently. And we've got Patrick Falconer behind us. The gap up front down to half a second. 4 minutes remaining. Parker is just... It's been tough because he's been leading for most of this. And literally... Gutierrez has just closed and closed and closed. He's been relentless in his pursuit of getting through the field. He made it past the guys at Simam Racing of Cotgrave and Newman. Can he make it past last season's victor? Don't forget, Parker is defending champion. Parker is there and he's defending this championship. He wants it back. The #1 on the car. Massive representation that James Parker is your champion. Austin Gutierrez, 2nd last year. Don't forget as well. Managing to do multitasking in the last race at Alton Park, where we had him talking, texting and speaking all at the same time to his own stream and typing and doing all sorts of things and driving. And driving all at the same time. And I don't even know how we managed to do half of it, considering I struggle to drive and look forward. But there we go, Austin Gutierrez, man of multi-talents. Maybe he's an octopus. Nobody's actually seen Austin Gutierrez. Maybe he's an octopus with 8 arms. Start the rumour now. Right, as we can see here, Richard Jepp and Patrick Falconer, DCWs, are back together again, being chasing down, trying to chase down the Scotsman of Ramsey. Oh, Patrick Falconer goes in way too deep and allows Richard Jepp through. Stephen Hughes is Zerara is back up into 12th now. And there is Gutierrez still chasing down Parker. Oh, dearie me. Right, 2:23 on the clock. "30 laps already, just starting lap 31. Gonna look for about 3 to 4 more laps. Shh. Austin, shh. Supposed to tell anyone. Can we do this? Austin Gutierrez has been a man on a mission tonight, chasing down James Parker. Richard Jepp trying to chase down Gordon Ramsay. What is on Ramsey's helmet? I have never seen that before. Have a look on the gyro. Can't see it. Very bizarre looking helmet there for Gordon Ramsay, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Richard Jepp tucked up behind Ramsey now. Believe this is going to be the last lap of the race. Oh, Jepp trying everything he knows. Trying everything he knows. There's traffic coming up for the leaders. Danny Weston and Tom Weston. Last lap of the race. This is the last lap of the race. There's no Barney, which I'm quite surprised about. Where are you tonight? Barney's having a night off tonight. He's turned around and he sent me a message saying, James, as we're running a day later, I'm going to be taking a day off. So I texted back, said, okay, Barney, no worries. You can have the day off, mate. So we got no flag bearer this evening, but we are on the last lap of the race here tonight. 2 Team Zillas in front of us. Gretorix has got half a second. Oh, God, I bet you any money Austin sits there. I bet you it would be a wishing that them Team Zillas were a little bit further back. Oh, there's one. Ooh, that's the first one, Danny Weston here, but I think this is going to be it. James Parker's going to get the victory. Austin Gretorix is going to be in second place tonight. Lot better evening for Austin Gretorix. I bet he's smiling his head off. Made it through both races and didn't spin or pirouette once. Austin Gretorix in second. Sam Cotgrave comes along in third. Joe Newman fourth. Stuart Bickley in fifth place. Gordon Ramsay, the Scotsman, defends from Jep and takes 6th and 7th. Faulkner and Simnar here. Christian Zarata managed to get back up into 10th. Stephen Hughes in 11th. Chris Wally in 12th. El Nil in back up into 13th place. Good job, sir. Ashley Covidal in 14th. Dave Noonan right behind him there as well. Car number 91 in 15th place. Tom Weston coming across the line in 16th. Of course, your brother Danny's already finished. Andy Jones was out, unfortunately. Jack Ward is in the pits. Thomas Barsek is out, and I don't believe Lewis Willicke actually started. So there we go. Tom Weston comes across the line. Job done for them. So well done there for you guys. Absolutely stunning job. Do you know, I thought, right, I won't be about for brands. Cheers for the streams. No worries. Was a much better night. 2P2. I know, young South. I think that's the thing. This could be a turning point, Austin, now. What do you reckon? You know what I mean? Turning point. Right. Here are the results from race 2. Feature race here. James Parker is currently in first place. Austin Gretorix, 2 second places. He's just told us. There is, well, Sam Cotgrave, excellent third. Joe Newman, 4th. Both Simam Racing, both leading the silvers. It's going to be interesting how that battle turns out. I'm very excited to see what happens with there at Brands. Stuart Bickley in 5th. Gordon Ramsay, 6th. Richard Jep in 7th. Patrick Faulkner, 8th. Richard Simnar, 9th. Christian Zarata in 10th. Steve Hughes in 11th. Chris Wally, 12th. El Nil, 13th. Ashley Coverdale, 14th. Dave Noonan down in 15th place. Dave, I'll see you on Wednesday for our MX5 season finale battle at the Red Bull Ring. Tom Weston in 16th place. Danny Weston in 17th. Andy Jones, 18th. Jack Ward, 19th. Thomas Barsak, 20th. And as I say, Lewis Willicke, I don't believe, took the starting line up. Thanks for the stream again, mate. Quality as always. No worries. Sam, much appreciated for that as well. Don't forget, guys, you had me done. Yeah, I know. I've seen it. And do you know what's worse, Tom, as well? I've just sat here for the last hour sorting all this out. I know. I've seen it. It will be corrected. Not quite sure why it isn't down there as ready. There's a good reason for that, Tom. Right. Let's just check something. There you go, Tom. Still in holiday mode. Maybe, mate. Maybe. There you go, mate. All done and dusted. Right. There you go, guys. That rounds out tonight's PCUP action. Live from Silverstone National. Don't forget to join us on the 8th of September for Brands Hatch. Final run of the season. How is the Silvers going to come to an end? Will Christian Zarata, after tonight, still be leading the championship? That's going to be absolutely massive. Catch you all in 2 weeks at Brands. Cheers, James. No worries at all, buddy. You all take care. And, well, it's been an amazing amazing race as always here tonight, but we will be back live in 2 weeks' time. September 8th, Brands Hatch. Don't forget, come and join us. Right, guys, as always, all that's left for me to say is take care Have a great week. And you never know, we might see you on a track sometime. Good night.